So now that this is actually dry, you can see a difference.
Oh yeah.
Right? What's up guys, and welcome back to the channel. Today I am on my bathroom floor. We're gonna go over heavy duty grout cleaning. I've already touched on a topic about this previously in another video, but that is for daily maintenance cleaning. So if you haven't checked that out and that's something you're interested in, you can check that out and I will leave it linked below. So before we get started, let's do some housekeeping. If you're new here, hit the subscribe button and drop a comment. Let me know who you are. Let's talk. If you have been here for a while, thank you for supporting the channel. I really appreciate it. But we're gonna get started and we're gonna talk all about some heavy duty grout cleaning products that I swear by to clean your floor, your shower, etc. And this is all for if you have heavy duty dirt, grime, mold, etc. stuck in your grout joints. So let's get to it. Okay, so these are some of the common household cleaners I see people run to clean something like their grout joints or their tile, etc. I'm not going to get into the chemical makeup of these cleaners specifically and why they're not good. If you are interested in learning a little bit more, you could either do a quick Google search or I do have a blog on it, which I'll link below. However, they're not good to clean your grout. I'm just telling you. What you should use instead is something like this. Now this is, like I said, a heavy duty cleaner because we have some nasty stains in our grout. If you have some nasty stains in your grout that you want to clean, this is not for daily, weekly maintenance. This is for like a strong yearly clean, or if you have done previous construction in your home and maybe there's like some stuff stuck in your grout joint. This is what you definitely want to use. Something more along the middle of the road I do have as well. It is the Laticrete Stone Tech Cleanse All, which this is not as strong as this and not as mild as the daily cleaner. These are going to be very quality products that will give you the result that you want and also actually do what you want, which is what I'm trying to say. But they'll give you the result that you want. And basically, by using these products, just to sum it up, these will leave a residue right on top of your grout joint. So if you're trying to clean your grout joint with bleach, Lysol, etc., and by leaving a residue on top, that residue will essentially collect other dirt, grime, germs, etc., and continually make your grout joints darker and darker when you're trying to actually clean them. So that's why these are no good, in short. Basically, what do you need to use these products? They're both almost similar, but I'm going to use this, so I'm going to give you all the directions. I'm going to use microfiber rags, gloves, which I have in my pocket, because I have sensitive skin, but it also tells you to mask up and wear gloves. Although this product has little to no scent, that's the other thing. Laticrete makes products that are no VOC, and they're I wouldn't say it's harmless because there is warnings on here, but it's not like when you spray your floor with bleach and you're like dying. Way less harmful on the lungs. And then also a scrub brush. So with these three things and then a bucket of warm water, you're good to go. So now that you know all of the items we need to get started, let's figure out what we need to do. There's mixing ratios here. For heavy duty, you need to do 1-to-1 part. For medium duty, it's a 1 part product, 4 parts water. For light duty, 1 part product, 16 parts water. We're going to do heavy duty, so we're doing 1-to-1. And the directions do say to mop the floor with the product, so I guess we would mix it, mop it on, but I'm going to not listen to the instructions, and I'm going to spray it on the grout joints with a spray bottle. So I'm gonna mix it and spray. Next thing I'm going to do is just let it sit a few minutes, and then I'm going to go back and agitate it with the scrub brush. I'm going to attempt to use this, but it probably won't work. This will probably be the best bet. And then I'm going to wipe it off with a clean microfiber rag. So let's do it. So I'm gonna gear up. I'm not wearing a mask. And just to quickly go over the instructions, it's a very simple. 1, mix. 2, mask off and protect any metals and other surfaces intended. So like, you really don't want to get this on your surfaces. It's an acid-based cleaner, which can etch other things. So you want to make sure that you're very careful of the surfaces you're getting it on. It says do not use it on marble, etc. So make sure you're careful of any natural stone. Whereas this cleaner, it's safe for natural stone. So tile, acid-resistant stone masonry, and grout. So just be careful and make sure you're double checking which products. If you have like a marble floor, you don't want to use this. You want to stick with this one. And then rinse the area with clean water, yada, yada, yada. It's pretty straightforward and simple. The hardest thing I think is going to be mixing it up and then standing here scrubbing like Cinderella. So let's go. All right, so before this video, of course, we tested it. So here is a super dirty grout joint right here. This color was a light gray. And then here is the spot that we cleaned. Now, when you're cleaning your grout joints, don't be alarmed because they are going to look dark still when they're wet. It takes a minute or two for the grout joint to dry and then obviously come to its true color. If you need to do it again after that, then you can, but you'll actually see when I'm cleaning the dirt in the water, so you'll see it working. So let's go. Everybody loves a good cleaning video. Okay, so I'm going to demonstrate right here on this grout joint. It's pretty dirty. This one and this one, they're both dirty and I have not cleaned them yet. So I have my mix in here. I mixed 1-to-1 ratio. So I'm just going to spray it on the grout joint. Now, the directions don't say to let it sit, but I've been letting it sit for like a minute or so and then going back with my scrubby and just scrubbing it, going the same direction as the grout joint seems to be the best course of action. So I'm gonna give this a minute and then I'm gonna scrub it out. Okay, so it's been about a minute. I'm gonna just scrub in the same direction as the grout joint. Okay, so next you want to take a clean cloth, rag. I like to use microfiber and just wipe it away. So now, since it's an acid-based cleaner, I want to go with a clean wet sponge and also wipe any residual that might be left on the surface of the tile. And then let that dry. So you can see the difference between this grout joint while it's still wet is a few shades lighter than this grout joint, which is one that I did not clean yet. So it might be hard to see on camera just because of the lighting. I'm not really sure why it's so difficult to see, but you're gonna have to trust me on this one. That's just a disclaimer. It's actually working and I'm actually pretty impressed. Once it dries, you can see it even more, but yeah, it's actually cleaning it. So that's the process. I'm gonna go around and I'm going to clean the rest of the floor and then let that dry, and hopefully I'll be able to get some good shots once it's all clean and you can really see a good before and after. So let's go. Okay, so the floor has been completely cleaned. We went over all of the grout joints, scrubbed them, wiped them, let it dry. The only thing extra I did that you are not going to see in this video is I just filled up my mop bucket with like hot water and I went over the floor with just water with a clean mop. And then I let that dry. And now this is the result. The grout joints are, I would say, at least 5 times lighter than they were. I definitely see an improvement, although I'm not really sure if you'll be able to see it on the camera. And just a quick overview, we use the Laticrete Stone Tech Restore, which is the acidic cleaner, which is really meant for more heavy duty cleaning and harder to remove stains. We mixed it up, we used it in a spray bottle, sprayed over all the joints, used a bristle brush to scrub it, and then wiped it away with a clean microfiber. And then once all that was done, I went and I mopped with a clean mop with no product, just water. And I would say, I would recommend this product. I think that it did a really good job. We had some stains. We did this bathroom in a big rush, so we were still working on the room when the floor wasn't completely dry, which is a no, don't do that. Do as I say, not as I do. So I'm pretty impressed overall, and I think that this would be a great product for anybody who has some stained grout, and especially if it's like a surface stain, this will definitely help. We also had some residual grout haze on the floor, and this kind of like just melted it away. I didn't even need to use any elbow grease. So if you have really hard to remove grout haze anywhere, you can use this. And this is cleaner that's meant for ceramic, porcelain, granite, slate, and for your grout. It does say on the back that it is not safe for marble, so always be careful of what product you're using, especially if you have any sort of natural stone. So a quick thing to remember, we used an acrylic based grout, so this did not need to be sealed. However, if you have a cementitious based grout, you would need to reseal it after using this product. It's an acid, so you want to reseal it after that. So I hope you liked this video, and I hope this helped you guys. If you liked it, hit the like button, subscribe if you're not already, and as always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.